Hi, I'm Roger and welcome back to the Tractor Tech channel. It's December and I still have the mower deck on the BX. I've been very busy, haven't had time to take it off. Plus I've been using it to chop up the leaves that fall. I blow the leaves away from the house and I either let the wind blow them on away from the house or I'll take the BX and chop them up. So today I took the leaf blower, blew some leaves away, have them in a windrow, and I'm going to get the BX out and chop them up. Then once I get done with that, I'm going to put the BX in tractor mode. Here's what I've done. Normally I would blow them a little bit farther away from the house if I was just going to let the wind take them away. It's pretty windy today and the wind would probably take them away anyways, but I'm going to use a BX and chop these leaves up. Well, I have these all mulched up or chopped up, whatever you want to call it now. I prefer to do this because they will decompose faster. I have a couple more areas I have to do, and then I get the BX inside and put it in tractor mode for the winter. So now that I got all my leaves chopped up, I'm ready to take the deck off and leave it off until springtime. The deck is very easy to remove and install on these Kubota BX series tractors, but it's always nice when you can take it off and just leave it off for an extended period of time. So I'll go ahead and remove the deck now. I'm going to take it outside, blow it off really well, bring it back in, scrape it off because I don't want to leave grass that is caked on the deck on there and cause the deck to rust. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen the blades and lubricate the deck. That way it'll pretty much be ready for spring. When spring comes, all I have to do is change the oil in the gearbox and I'll be ready to go. I'm not going to change the oil in the gearbox because I do stand the deck up. It has never ever leaked, but I'm not going to take the chance of new oil leaking out, and it's not that big of a job to change the gearbox oil. I'll probably wait and change the gearbox oil after I do my first mowing. That way the oil in the gearbox will be hot and it'll drain out easily. Always just pick the deck linkage up by hand and then I can turn it into the top position. Don't have to start the tractor back up that way. Now everything is disconnected but the PTO shaft. PTO shaft is off. Every time I take the deck off, somebody's always like, why don't you rotate the wheels? Get a million comments on that. I'm strong enough that I can slide it out from underneath here, especially on a smooth floor, so I don't see the need in wasting the time to do that. Before I take it outside, I'm going to take the covers off of these spindles. So these are the original blades off of this mower. They've been on there for 9 mowing seasons. You can see they still look pretty good. Try pretty hard. It's very rocky around here, and I try very hard to not hit rocks with it. They desperately do need a sharpening. Now that the blades are sharpened, the next thing needs done is balancing. Before I balance the blades, I always like to scrape all this grass off so that does not affect the balance of the blade. So I'll do that and then go ahead and start balancing the blades. I don't know how it happened, but after grinding this blade, it's still in balance, so don't have to do anything to that one. Alright, so I need to take a little bit off this side on that. Alright, so I have that blade looking good now, so I just have one more blade to take care of. You do have to watch on these balancers. They're made to fit multiple size blades, and it's a little bit tough to see, but there's just a little bit of movement on the cone, so you need to be sure it's centered if you want to be really accurate about what you're doing. And I've tried to not only make sure it's balanced from side to side, but like from front to back, like this way to this way also. So before the blades go back on, I'm going to give the deck a quick scraping. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and throw the blades back on and torque them. While the deck's flipped over and there's not any weight on the wheels, now's a good time to lubricate the wheels. I mentioned it before in videos, I like to use a needle point because you know how these Kubota grease fittings fit tight up in your grease gun coupler, and since your wheels are plastic, the grease fittings easily pull out. With the needle point, you just push it up there and hold it at the fitting. Now that everything's been lubricated, before I put the spindle covers on, I'm going to remove the spring to take the tension off the belt, maybe help prolong the life of the deck belt. Now I'm ready to take this deck and put it in the building for the winter. There it is. It fits like a glove. just added this shelf recently. It's not that good of a shelf. It's kind of a semi-temporary or semi-permanent fix for organization, but it got a lot of the chainsaws up off the floor. So now the BX is in full-on tractor mode until springtime, until I have to put the deck on to start doing the mowing again. But it's so much nicer without the deck on. You don't have to worry about the deck sticking out to the sides to navigate between obstacles. You have better ground clearance, and I think it just looks a lot tougher without the deck on there. For some reason, people like to call this a mower when it is a tractor with the mower deck on it, but yet people have like these little 12 horsepower lawn mowers, lawn tractors, whatever you want to call them, and they actually call them a tractor, but then people call something like this a mower. I don't know. Anyways, really didn't have time to service the deck today, but yet at the same time it's going to save me time in the spring because it's something I didn't have to do. It's put away, the job's completed. I want to thank everyone for taking time to watch my videos and support my channel. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and have a good week.